Yo, what's going on? This is Sean D in the ATL. Yeah, this is one of my first videos on my new channel, and I feel like this subject matter is quite appropriate. Oh boy, I want to do this video as quickly as possible. Freaknik. You've all heard about Freaknik. And I want to try to break it down to you because I was there during the early days. Alright? Now, Freaknik started back in 1982. Alright? It was brought about by the students at Morehouse and Spelman colleges. The DC Metro Club at Morehouse and Spelman decided to put something together in the park during midterms for the colleges, during the third week in April, because a lot of students couldn't afford to go home or go away for spring break. So they had an idea to have a little get-together in the park. All right. Nice little intimate get-together. All the frats were there and everything. Sororities were represented. It was nice. It was near the schools, down near the AUC in Southwest Atlanta. And it was beautiful. Right, that was 1982. Friends from students at Morehouse and Spelman who attended other HBCUs around the country, historically black colleges and universities, heard about the nice event called Freaknik. So during the next couple of years, they decided to represent. So you had students from Howard, Fisk, Grambling, so many other schools, so many historically black schools. Bennett was there, Tougaloo, Rusk College, so many colleges represented. They started trickling in, and basically, let's cut this short. Freaknik grew, but it was still a black college spring break. It was still an intimate event, all right, in Atlanta. This is during the 80s, all right, so you get towards like 85, 86, 87, it grows and grows, and it still maintained, it still had its purpose. It was for the black college students, and there was no negative backlash from the people of Atlanta back then, all right? We're able to be in the park, and I'm not saying everything was perfect, but there wasn't anything that had the mayor come in and shut down. Well, we'll get down to that. We'll get to that. But anyway, fast forward to the mid-'80s, and you have shows like A Different World on NBC, which is Hillman College, fictitious black college, and they talk about going to Freaknik. Things like, shows like A Different World promoted Freaknik, and people around the country, like, oh shit, we need to get to Atlanta for Freaknik. Okay, and this was the beginning of the downfall, because you have all kinds of opportunists, negativity, just ready to pounce down onto a gathering of black college students, and which once was a little picnic, became a major event for the city of Atlanta. You have people that have no affiliation with college, any college or university whatsoever, just coming down and trying to be part of Freaknik. By then, locals in Atlanta were doing the same thing. No connection to college whatsoever. They didn't know what Freaknik was. They just thought the word and the term was cute and catchy. Freaknik. Yeah, this rolls into the early 90s, and by then it just gets ridiculous. Freaknik was still called Black College Spring Break at that time. But by then you have hundreds of thousands of people in this city And the media was quick to say, oh, all of these black college students are here. But not all of these people were black college students. And not all of the negativity that was attributed to Freaknik was caused by black college students, but the media won't say that. It's a stigma connected to the black college students as a whole, and that's not fair. So you roll around towards 1995, Mayor Bill Campbell is in office. And at that time, the city is preparing for the Summer Olympics for '96. You have people defecating in people's front yards, rioting, vandalism. You know, I'm not saying that everything, you know, all the black college students were completely innocent, but why would you come to Atlanta to act a fool like that? You know, you, as a black college student, you're coming to Atlanta to mingle with your peers. Back in the day, during the early years of Freaknik, there was a job fair, there were music concerts, sporting events, and other things pertinent, of interest for college students, you know. So you fast forward to the 90s, it's no organization. It's just people just coming into the city, just clogging up the streets, acting a fool. You know, there were reports of people having sex in public, and the media was quick to say, oh, the black college students are screwing, and for lack of better words, all kinds of things happened, vandalism, and it was all blamed on black college students, and it was not fair. So Mayor Bill Campbell and former police chief Eldrin Bell decided to squash it. And excuse me, I don't blame them, because in hindsight, it was perverted, it was twisted. A once beautiful event was just corrupted by opportunists. Yeah, they came here, and you know, I'm walking down Peachtree Street and I see 10-year-old kids with Freaknik shirts on at 11, 12 at night. Freaknik for little kids. High school kids are out. You know, this was supposed to be college student spring break. But unfortunately, the original organizers of the event failed to copyright the term Freaknik. So anybody and their mother was saying Freaknik. It was reported, you know, the mayor shut down major roads in the city because of all the traffic. So the highway exits were closed off. Basically, they were like, said, we don't want this here, you know, and I don't blame them. I mean, because it's not what it once was. It was a big hot mess, and eventually Freaknik moved out to some, I think, DeKalb County outside of Atlanta, and then eventually it moved somewhere else, and then it just faded away. But now, on the weekend of April 17th, 2010, someone else is trying to revive or resuscitate Freaknik. And you have a new group of people just interested in trying to connect with what Freaknik once was in its glory days. Freaknik. But Mayor Kasim Reed got on camera and said he reiterated what we already knew. All these organizers for Freaknik 2010 didn't have any permits for any events. It was just a big mess, and they were trying to just resuscitate all the negativity that was part of Freaknik. And if you come in here for Freaknik, if you come into Atlanta for this event called Freaknik, this pseudo Freaknik, I would think twice. I mean, if I'm a college student and I know I'm not wanted in a city and they're just going to keep you stuck in traffic, why come here, you know? I mean, in my opinion, have Freaknik in New Orleans or Southern Florida. It's just another event for them. They love those things in New Orleans and Miami. So Freaknik 2010, no. you know, you know, the organizers are a bunch of wannabes, just a bunch of opportunists, just trying to cash in on something that was once great, and it turned sour. And you know, I don't know. And people in Atlanta, some of these locals are so excited. I mean, they're acting as if Freaknik is Mardi Gras. I mean, damn. So Freaknik is Atlanta's Mardi Gras? Is that it? No, that's not it. You know, Freaknik is dead, buried, and they're trying to raise a dead corpse off the ground. They're sadly mistaken. But that's about it. And I'll let y'all go. Freaknik 2010, as opposed to the real Freaknik, there's no competition.